Hey! You stay away from them fish. Why did we get fish again? What's the point?
Hi everyone, and today we're joined by my cat. No, what's that? No. Alright, you have that. Anyway, today I received quite a lot of stuff and you might want to stay out of the way. Well, video game related obviously. A couple of games first. Out of the way, you little shit. Go on. Twisted Metal World Tour. Twisted Metal games are becoming quite rare actually, so I'm starting to pick them up. Having already owned Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9, this came up. This is Final Fantasy 6. I thought, check it out. The TurboGrafx 16, Bonk's Adventure. I'll get Bonk's Revenge in the Air Zonk games one day. Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition of the PC Engine. I've got a PC Engine GT handheld on the way, so okay for that. A box set of the 1980 to 1989 Le Mans 24 Hours on DVD. I might post that on YouTube one day. And the really interesting thing, and the one thing I've been wanting for, oh, God knows how long. The Panasonic Q.
So you may be asking yourself, what's a Panasonic Q? The Q is a combination of a Nintendo GameCube with a Panasonic DVD player in the one unit. Sold only in Japan, costing around $450, it was only sold for 1 year due to low sales, because it was cheaper to buy a GameCube and a DVD player separately. As far as compatibility goes, out of the box it plays Japanese GameCube games, obviously, and NTSC DVDs, but with some modification you can get it to run GameCube games as well as any region DVDs, basically NTSC or PAL. So then, let's have a look around the system. First thing you'll notice, it's a lot bigger than your standard GameCube. Obviously for the extra hardware needed for the DVD player. Style-wise, I think it's a very nice looking machine. The aluminium look casing, even though it's plastic, is a very nice touch. And even if the chrome reflective front end is a bit blingish, it's something that may grow on me. At the front end you can see straight away the GameCube part of the design. You've got your 4 controller ports with your 2 memory card slots. I always thought that was a stupid idea. 4 controller ports but only 2 memory card slots? Why couldn't these slots have gone vertically? Or have a memory card slot in the controller, like on a Dreamcast or an Xbox? There's an array of buttons all over the front end. On the left hand side you've got the power button, turn the system on obviously. Dialogue enhancer, which changes the main menu language from Japanese to English. Cinema, which switches the system over to the DVD player. Game reset, and below that button there's an infrared sensor for the remote. On the right hand side we have open and close button for the disc tray. Surround sound, which switches the surround sound system you have plugged in on or off, if you have one connected. Bass plus, which boosts the bass up. And game, which switches over to the GameCube player. At the top, just below an LED screen, we have the typical DVD buttons: skip backward, skip forward, stop, pause, play, rewind, fast forward. On the bottom, it's exactly the same as a GameCube. You've got your 3 expansion ports, one for a Game Boy Advance player, one for a modem broadband adapter. I'm not too sure what serial port 3 was used for. On the back there's a whole load of outputs. You've got digital AV, which came from a GameCube, and the power plug, along with 2 composite left and 2 composite right audio jacks, as well as 1 video jack. I'm not too sure what that black one's for, and there's also S-video and optical output. The controller is your standard GameCube affair, except for the fact that it's Panasonic branded. Instead of using a GameCube controller for the DVD playback, the Q was bundled with a remote. Now, the language on this remote is in Japanese, obviously. I hear there's an English overlay, but now we get into the games. I got a whole lot of the system, which I won in the auction, as you can see here. The cases the Japanese games come in are a little different for the ones we got. We got DVD cases, the Japanese ones are a lot smaller. They come in cardboard slip covers with see-through cases. Quite nice looking, I do say. Time to switch the unit on then. One thing I like is that when you switch the system on into GameCube mode, small rings around the controller ports light up in a very nice looking blue colour. This is one aspect of the design I would love to see on the next wave of consoles. When playing this at night with the lights off, it gives off a very nice chilled off look, kind of like a lava lamp. Now we come to the wallet busting part. Just like the regular GameCube, the Q works with a Game Boy Advance player to play Game Boy Advance games on. But since the Q is a lot bigger than the GameCube, a regular GBA player won't fit on the bottom. So a GBA player was made especially for the Q, but since very few people bought a Q, even fewer people bought the GBA specific player for it. So they're very rare, and prices are through the roof. They're actually asking more for the player than they are for the system itself. Rather strange, but there we go. I'll eventually get one when I have the money for it, but for now, it's not really a necessity. So, if you don't mind me, I'm going to play a little bit of Mario Sunshine. For now, goodbye.